Good afternoon, guys. Welcome to the channel. Please, if you are new to this sort of thing, please hit the subscribe button and like the video. We are here today for the Leicester Europa League press conference, summarising what's just gone on at the press conference in the King Power. A little bit interesting, but you know, as expected, a lot of injuries and I'm concerned about Leicester's squad. But let's just see what some of the bits and bobs that have come out of this press conference. Johnny Evans was there and Brendan Rodgers. Let's just quickly get through and summarise what's gone on during the conference. Here we go. Get your comments in as I do this live, and I'll read them out on screen as well. Right, so up first, Johnny Evans, he's basically come out and said that he's really looking forward to the competition for the Europa League. He's been a target for the club for quite some time. It's a pity that the fans, can't be there to experience it with them and to share it. But hopefully Leicester will get off to a good start. We are in it to win it, says Johnny Evans, which is good news. You know, you don't want to go into a tournament and just literally with an open mind. You want to go in guns blazing, so hopefully we can go right into it. He also stated on Fofona's debut, I thought he had an excellent game. I can see the potential he's put in great performance at his previous club. It's exciting to see a talented player look like this come through. He's going to be a top player for Leicester, that's for sure. Welcome to the chat, Jarhead, and welcome to Carl and Matty in the stream as well. Get your comments in live. You've spelt Leicester wrong in the title. I will adjust that as we go. I don't think I have, actually. What's up, says Matty. Hey up. Lee Chappy, aka the Mr. Get Your Comments In guy. Yes, I am. Get your comments in. That's me. Hey, listen, I like to engage with you guys live. That's what I like to do, and that's what I'm going to do. Speaking of Fofana, he is eligible for the squad. I think the only man that isn't actually in part of the Europa League squad is Islam Slimani. I think he's been left out. Other than that, I think it's the same squad that we had at the weekend, to be fair. But we'll confirm that in a second. Johnny Evans carrying on with FC Zora. We did a little bit of work today, watching a few videos of how they play. They look like they're playing a diamond formation, and that's something that we'll have to address. Evans also mentioned about getting points on the board earlier. It's a home game, so it's very important. We're stepping into the unknown, and they may have more experience than us, but we want to come away with the 3 points. We know it's going to be a difficult group to get out of, but we are confident. And that's what you want. Confidence is king. Confidence is king. Get your chats in, guys. Thoughts on the Europa League for me, it's overkill and make every other team look small, and it's almost like a hyper league, says Hassan News. Do Leicester play tonight? No, we are on the Thursday night. Speaking of which, I might as well advertise it as we speak. This is the one here. Tomorrow night, live on the channel from 7:40, you can join in with Leicester versus FC Zora of the Ukraine in the Europa League from 7:40 tomorrow night on the channel. So make sure you join me, get your comments in, and engage with me during the game live. That's what I like to do with you guys. So hey, join me. Hit that like button as well on the video. Where were we? Sorry, Evans on European nights as well. We're not used to playing these games. There's an excitement, especially with the away games, traveling away with your mates. You know, it's great occasions. It's something that we're really looking forward to as a club, and I'm sure the club's going to relish it as well. Hopefully, this can be more of a thing. Europe football. Let's hope we can get Champions League, eh? Now, Brendan Rodgers obviously also a part of the press conference, and they obviously were talking about FC Zora, but he had a fair bit to say about Leicester as well in general, including the injuries, it's pretty much the same squad, right? You know, the only one out is Islam Slimani, who's not included in the Europa squad at the group stages. So it's the guys that we've had that are currently fit now, you know, and that's it. You know, there's no updates whatsoever in terms of injuries. Ricardo Pereira looks like he's still going to be set back for another 6 weeks. Ricardo Pereira, and Ndidi again another 6 weeks. Oh, it's looking bad, isn't it? You know, you've got Kaglos Yunchu as well, out for 3 months with a muscle tear off of the bone, in fact. So he's going to have surgery and have that reattached, which is going to take a hell of a long time to get right. Rodgers on a no Slimani in the squad. The squad had to be handled in much earlier than the Premier League squad, and unfortunately, we were thinking he would be going out. That's the reason why Islam Slimani has not made the Europa League group squad. Lack of an informed striker. We just need to find a way to be more creative and more clinical. Players are still trying to find the fitness. Someone like Jamie is a huge miss for us. Don't forget Jamie Vardy missing out Europa League because of a calf injury. We go into each game with confidence to create and score goals. It will be no different tomorrow night, says Brendan Rodgers. On FC Zora, Rodgers had this to say: we anticipate a really tough game. We've watched their games against Dynamo Kiev, and they play a diamond. They play it well. The front two to try to penetrate, and the midfield four are all good on the ball. They're one of the top teams in their country, so they will be confident. And they've got experience over the past 7 years in Europe football. We work really hard, and it's been brilliant to get qualification. Now we embrace it and enjoy it. So Brendan Rodgers coming out there quite confident. On Benkovic, by the way, he's stated something about Benkovic, but it's all good to look at what needs to be for Filip Benkovic. He's not ready to play in the Premier League yet, and that's the brutal honesty of it. So he's not up for Premier League standard. Brendan Rodgers has said Benkovic is not up to Premier League standard. He needs to play games, and that's his own mindset as well. If we were really down on numbers, he wouldn't even be able to go. We thought it would be for the best for him to go out and play at a level he feels comfortable at. We weren't expecting Cags to be out for this length of time, but if we have to adapt and adjust, we will have to adjust. So there you go. That is the little statement, because obviously Benkovic went out and Cags got injured. So we've got no replacements really, have we? We've only got Fofana really to replace Cags. So there is the statement from Rodgers, sending him out before Kaglar got injured. And there you go. That is the reason why. Let's have a look at a bit more FC Zora as well. Rodgers on Söyüncü's injury. It was a shock when we got the reports back from Turkey. They thought that we would be back within a week. We did our own tests, and that wasn't the case. He's gone to London to look at the extent of it, and it's about what the best course of action is. Whether it will be treated conservatively or if he wants to have the operation. Ouch. Rodgers on the European Super League. Now, if you've been under a rock, there has been a thing at the minute about Liverpool and Man United and a couple of the Big Six wanted to form this European Super League. At the moment, the schedule is very busy. We know that. And if you're in European competition, it's a hectic season. I've seen some bits and pieces around the European Super League, but that's always been something that has been talked about. I haven't seen enough of the details to come on any further. So there you go. What do you think, guys, about Fofana starting tomorrow? Get your comments in the chat, and I'll get your comments up on screen. And what do you think tomorrow night for Leicester versus FC Zora? Do you think we will beat them? I have a feeling we're going to win tomorrow night, regardless if we haven't got Vardy up top or not. I just have a feeling we're going to beat FC Zora tomorrow. Let's have a look who's in the chat. Hopefully, Kenges Under gets to play tomorrow. The Undertaker himself. Hopefully. Glory, Man United, says Nabs. Good result last night, by the way. Good result for Rashford as well, getting that in for the English football. I got slated for commenting on that in Twitter last night, but I don't care. I do not care. There's quite a few of you in the chat, but, it's all cool. So there you go. That's about summarizes everything up from the press conference. There's not a lot to go on apart from the injuries. Unfortunately, decisions had to be made over Söyüncü's injury. That you're going to have to keep your eye peeled on what Söyüncü is going to decide. Is he going to have surgery, or is he going to let this heal naturally? Who knows? If you are into this kind of thing, please hit the subscribe button and follow me on social media at Lee_Chappy on Twitter and on Instagram. Please like the video as well, and join me tomorrow night as a live watch along tomorrow night against FC Zora as Leicester compete in the Europa League against FC Zora of the Ukraine. That will be a 7:40 kickoff live. No, it's an 8 o'clock kickoff. I do apologize. 7:40 kickoff on the channel. Sorry. And I'll be here for about 2.5 hours whilst Leicester hopefully win their opener in European football. European football is back at the King Power. Very exciting stuff. Very exciting stuff. Thank you for joining me. I shall see you on the next one. Take it easy, guys. See you later. Peace.